It's Casey and Kelly, and we're backstage getting ready for the Sunset Repeat Tour, and we got Cole Swindell with us.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Let's start in the most obvious place. Well, first of all, I'm Casey and he's Kelly, because people always get
Kelly.
confused.
All the time.
And I'm sitting a little bit behind, so it's kind of, I'm backwards here. Well, it's good to meet you. Good to see y'all,
Okay, so first question is, obviously it's very humid out right now. It's around the station, it's a big joke about how cranky I get at these things.
It's true.
When
In the
I'm
parking lot, oh my God.
super cranky. So what is the hottest job you've ever had, or is this the hottest job you've ever had?
You know, I other than playing in a hot bar in college, I mean, this is what I've always done, other than working in the bank one summer, and it was inside, so I can't say that. I mean, we played, and this is the summer, we're outside in amphitheaters. I mean, this is fortunately, this is the hottest job I've ever had, so I'll take it.
I've always wondered about that. Like, so when it's an amphitheater like this, is there like air conditioning someone on the stage, fans back there? No, you're just sweating.
Maybe
like
for
the
my
rest
drummer or
of us.
some of those high maintenance people with fans on them. Not
you
for
up
me though.
front.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. So even if there was a fan, I wouldn't be standing in front of a lawn. But honestly, the adrenaline, the everything, I'll take being hot for an hour or so up there for that kind of feeling. It's the best in the world.
That
So.
makes sense.
Would you say it's hotter than selling merch for Luke Bryan?
No, that was way hotter. That was hotter every day. But
Because that's out on the pavement, right?
Exactly. I wouldn't be here without that though.
Now, have you ever gotten away or made a bet with him saying, look, if you lose this bet, you got to sell merch for me for one day, just a pop-up shop where Luke Bryan sell merch for you? I mean, you guys have been on tour for a long time. You're going on tour again this fall.
That's what. Yeah, it's
a
you
good
know,
bet.
and a lot of people, not a lot of people, but several people have mentioned that. Like, hey, what if you got him to sell merch for you one night? If I'm just worried about if I lost the bet, what I would have to do. It'd be cool to have him, just because I started off selling his T-shirts. It'd be cool to have him sell mine, and we may do that. That may be my. We may prank some people at the end of the tour somehow and do that. It's a great idea, but it's just getting him in and out of a merch table is a little different than getting me up there.
Well, you're both very recognizable.
We'll have to have a little more security detail when he's coming through. But yeah, I mean, that's a great idea. Hopefully we can pull that off. That'd be funny, I think.
All right, so question for you. This is something we're going to be talking about on the show. Would you say, looking back on your life, that you've learned more from the mistakes you've made or the successes that you've had? Because I don't feel like parents let kids make mistakes anymore.
Yeah.
They're always trying to buffer them from that.
I don't know. I mean, I think you can learn from success, and I just the past 5 or 6 years, all I would know about that.
It's all success.
But the first 30, I mean, it was like I said. I think you learn a lot more from your mistakes. I mean, success is one thing, and you can certainly learn from that and know that, hey, this isn't everything. I mean, that's the one. That's all you want at some point, and then you get it. It's like, this isn't everything. This isn't what all real life is, and I think you can learn from both. But I'd say mistakes, yes. So don't make too many. But, hey, it's all right. I think that's the best way to learn. It's like your whole life, people telling you things. Don't do that until you live it and you do it and know not to do it. There's really there's no use. So.
Well, back in college, you learn a lot about yourself. You make a lot of mistakes.
Yep.
You and Luke Bryan were both in the same fraternity, right?
Yeah, just different classes. I mean, he was already in Nashville by the time I got, but still, I mean, that's where I met him. He had come back to do a show, and same fraternity, same college. We grew up 15 minutes from each other.
Nice.
I didn't know him until I had gotten to college. Yes.
What fraternity were you in?
Sigma Chi.
Okay, I was Alpha Sigma Phi back in college. So then there's a lot of stereotypes with the fraternity. So what's a stereotype that you would say that is completely untrue, that you see in the news all the time, stuff that you've lived it, I've lived it, stuff you're like, that doesn't really happen.
And don't say drinking, because that is how.
No, that does happen. I mean, it just depends. I mean, I know it just depends. Honestly, it's different everywhere, I think. But to me, I'm just trying to think how. I just hear some of the, and hazing is a serious issue, and I didn't ever have to go through that. I mean, especially not the way some of the stories you hear, but just some of the. But I remember moving to Nashville and be like, "You were in a fraternity? Oh, did they make y'all do this?" And I'm not going to say, but I'm like, no, that is crazy that people think, but that's how it happens,
Because it gets in the news.
And like I said, I know that stuff does happen, and it needs to be taken care of, absolutely. But for me, it was a great experience, and I did, met some of the best friends of my life, and like I said, I think there's a lot you learn from that, just being around everybody and learning how to interact with a bunch of people, and that, to me, I mean, thank God. I was better at that than I was public speaking. I can't believe I ended up
doing
this. A few drinks definitely helps you with that.
So my final question for you is about trolls.
Yeah.
So how do you deal, man? Like, we're just to the point with the show where we're getting troll
Yeah.
or
Right.
one. There's
Yeah.
just one.
You like to poke the
Yeah,
buttons.
well, enjoy that one for now, 'cause
Yeah.
it'll keep growing.
And I'm just like, and so at first I'm like, I'm gonna tangle with this person, and then I'm like, oh god.
And
So
I'm like, oh
everybody-
boy. I'm just like cringing. You just see online, like, no.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
It's-
So how do you handle it?
You know, I've come to now. I mean, I don't really. I just try not to respond. That's what everybody tells you to do. But at first, I mean,
You're
trust
like-
me, it's been 6 years. I mean, at the beginning, I couldn't take it. I mean, I'd have to, because even though that's all they're doing, they're just trying to get a reaction. They're just trying to get attention. But I just can't stand the fact that people think they can sit behind a keyboard and just say whatever they want. And
Why
not
do
that
you
your
think-
response is going to help or do anything, but it's just hard to grasp that, hey, some people, that's just all they're out
Get the
for.
keyboard
And
warriors.
And how does that make them feel better? I just don't understand.
it doesn't. I don't think it does, especially when you call them out and you get in this. It makes you look like, oh, why are you worried about this one person? But hey, you got to take up for yourself. I mean, that's it is how it is. But I just, like I said, I mean, those folks.
Do you
don't know,
read
I feel
all your
sorry.
comments and stuff on social media? Or
I
you
try
just,
not to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's shit, but it's hard not to. It's
you
just,
wanna
I think
interact with
we're all
fans.
human, and
Yeah.
it's no matter what page you have, whether it's me, y'all, somebody else watching. I mean, that one comment is all we care about. There's 100 good ones
I
and
love you,
people
I
that
love
love
you, I
you,
love you.
and there's one. And why do we even care? Why don't we care about the people that actually love us? You
Yeah.
know, and I think that's a good point, and that's what I try to do with social media. But like I said, I'm human. It's hard. It's hard to take people that don't even have a profile picture just sitting there bashing what you love to do. So hey, I'm just like we all go through it, and anybody out there, just don't respond. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, Cole Swindell, before the Sunset Repeat Tour. Again, it's going to be continuing this fall with a new tour as well with Luke Bryan, and it's going to be a hell of a show tonight.
Yeah, can't wait.